Hello and welcome to this After Effects certification preparation series of videos. I'm Luisa Winters. In this video, I want to cover Objective 4.2C, which is to adjust paragraph settings. We're going to talk about alignment, indentation, paragraph spacing, and left to right text direction. And here we go. Let's go to After Effects. In After Effects, let's create a new composition. And let's create some text. I'm going to create point text this time. This is text. And I'm going to change the font to a Verdana because I am a Verdana girl. And there you go. I'm going to reset the vertical scale back to 100, the horizontal scale back to 100, and the kerning and the tracking, I'm going to just change that to 0. And yep, that's all good. And now, no, these are a little too tight. So I'm going to change this to a little bit like, yay. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so let's talk about paragraphs, right? So there's a paragraph panel, and there's not too many options in here, but, let's talk about this. And in fact, I'm going to have another line, and yet a third line, right? Now, I can select this whole thing by just selecting the layer, and I can go, oh, center align, okay, right align, and let me just move this to yay. So center, there you go, and right, and there you go, right? So those are pretty self-explanatory, right? Now, I can select all of the characters, and I can do the same thing, no difference, right? And I can move it like yay. Now, I can also change it in different ways. For example, I can have this center align or even right align, and then I can go, any alignment, and then I can go like yay, and I can move the text more to the right. I can give more space like that. I can give more space like yay. But look what happens if I just have this selected. See it? Same thing. So selecting all of the characters or selecting the whole layer, kind of sort of the same thing. If I put the mouse cursor here and then I go like yay, I'm indenting only one line. Same with this. See how this is now not working? And this is also indenting that first line. So this one here indents the entire first margin. This one here indents the first line. So depending on where your mouse cursor is or your insertion point, right? So this line, you're going to be affecting one or more things, right? So here we go. I can have also text going left to right or right to left. So you can go, but Luisa, when am I going to have right to left? Well, English is not the only language supported in here. There are so many languages that go from right to left, Hebrew, Arabic. There are languages that go up, down, Let's just make sure that we are using the proper settings here. Of course, this course is in English, so I'm only going to use left to right, all right? Now, if I wanted to reset any of these, I would just type 0, 0, and 0, and 0, and 0, and of course 0, I didn't type 0 before. And let me go back to the paragraph and all of that, right? So I can indent the first line, I can indent all of the lines, and I can also change the alignment of the paragraphs. So all of these things are pretty self-explanatory because, let's face it, After Effects is not the only program that we have to type text. This is stuff that even Microsoft Word does. So, none of this is super difficult. I just want you to make sure that if you're presented on the test with something like, change the indentation of the first line by whatever pixels, that you know to go to the paragraph panel. And quite frankly, make sure that you click and drag on the right thing. And listen, if you don't know which one is which, that's okay. Just hover on top of it. See, add space before paragraph, indent the first line, indent the left margin, indent the right margin, add space after paragraph. So we only have one paragraph here. So, if we were to have more than one paragraph, so let me have a text box. And I'm going to change this to 0. And I will type more than one paragraph. And oops. And then I will type even more, right? And I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to go a little bit shorter, right? I really need to learn how to type better than that. And here we go. So I can now go to my paragraph and I can add, spaces after the paragraph. See it in between the two paragraphs. I can indent the first lines. I can add space before the paragraph. I can indent the first line. I can indent the right margin. I can also have text going from right to left. All right, so none of these things are very difficult. In fact, this is a very short movie because, hopefully most of us know how to do this. So this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.